All units proceed to your post assignment.
Hey there, interwebs. This is Gasper, creator of JS Veterans. First off, happy Father's Day. I'll be uploading a new version of Star Kinesis later today. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, the Android version very well might not work. I finished this patch a couple days ago, but I've been unable to test it on my phone because it's caught in a boot loop. I did a factory reset, and I didn't fix it, so waiting for a new battery at this point. But why wait, right? I'm sure the players will let me know real quick. I also updated my SDK database, so this should work on the newest version of Android, but again, still not sure because I'm unable to test that as well. So let's leave all that up in the air and talk about what the changes actually are. Okay, so this was a full UI overhaul from top to bottom in regards to this game. There are very few things that were left untouched. So upon loading the game, you'll see something different in the intro scene. You'll have a 4-question dialogue box appear with several basic options in regards to your personal preferences. These have to do with flare strength, particle densities, overlays, explosion layers, and you simply choose the best option that fits you. Then you'll notice the intro area has a bunch of links at the bottom. These are external URL links, simply there for your convenience. So moving on to the main scene of the game. In the account creation tab, I added a troubleshooting section, clarified parameters, and a little bit more information in the password recovery section. Cleaned up the UI a bit, and reduced certain limits on max characters. The faction selection area, upon creating an account, has been wildly changed. There's a slew more information in regards to what the factions are, what the models are, how they look, function, the bonuses that they get, etc., etc. And then the welcome screen has been relabeled appropriately, and you'll notice that the tutorial windows have all been dramatically changed as well. They are under your control. The audio does not automatically start. It is now controllable by you. So now upon entering ops, you can see that the UI clutter has been dramatically diminished. All these icons, these overlays, all of that essentially has been removed in lieu of 2 buttons on the left-hand side. Bottom left one is the quick menu that was kind of there before, just kind of restructured to be applicable in every scene from here on out. And the one above that is in effect the main menu. This is going to be your bread and butter for all additional information. Both these buttons change with every scene, are annotated through this options tab, and then either the info button or CODEX button. I tried to clearly label every aspect of this. When you hit the info button, it opens a series of tabs that highlight what that button is doing within that scene. The CODEX button, on the other hand, opens up a new UI set. This is actually downloaded on the fly and can be updated for future reference in different games. Now, within this whole UI system, you'll always see a relevant set of options in the main window. You'll have 2 tabs that allow the pop-out of additional information or options. Again, this stuff all changes throughout the different scenes. And what does this whole UI system do? Well, more importantly, on the left-hand side, all those buttons, they change their various functions throughout the different scenes, but the ones that are static are things like the access and the chat menu in the top left, and then the flare strength, camera options, and sound options can all be pinned to the top. Those buttons are static. But the rest of the buttons in this UI change between various scenes. And if you want to know what it does, you just hit the options tab and then the info button. So a lot of these buttons have been set up as toggles for various UI elements, but the most important changes are this. You now have an option in ops to both pull up a home relocation menu. This grants you a top-down view, seeing your link radiuses and other potential spots you can move your base to. And now also when you open the crafting menu, the first option you'll be given is the resource linkage map. Not only does it also show you your link radiuses, mining nodes, access to them, their appropriate colors, but it allows you to gather the resources from your captured mines. These are different than the linked mines, as they are randomly generated based off of what missions you complete and clear and hold. And then lastly, while playing, you now have an overview, like a quick top-down sort of pinging interface. This allows you to quickly mark objective areas and focal points you want people to gather on or go to. This is visible only to your faction, as well as sending a specific quick message to a selected location. Nice thing is that it gives you a fast local view of the battlefield. And speaking of the play UI, you'll notice that there's a lot of changes in its organization. On the right-hand side, you have essentially all active abilities related to your carrier, chassis, mods, etc., etc. And on the left, target override and health. Last but not least, let's talk about the base. Not that much has changed here. For the most part, there's a few extra overlays that are optional in regards to seeing what mod you have selected, and everything has been put on sub-tabs or options within the main menu on the left. Opening the main button UI gives you the ability to shortcut to chassis, and a button on the left allows you to pull up the former chassis information and shortcut links on the right. The quick links on the bottom here actually go to empty mod slots, so if you have lost a mod due to combat, it'll pull you straight to that mod location, as well as a shortcut to the base and getting rid of the UI overlay elements. It's also worth mentioning that while playing, these quick links take you to objectives, enemy or friendly carriers or enemy units, and various other location options, including your own personal carrier. And that pretty much sums it up. All the UI in the game has been condensed down to 2 buttons and a significant attempt made to not create any points that text overlays other text or other important UI elements that add a great deal of confusion. I hope you enjoyed this. I wish I was releasing this under better circumstances. If you're trying to get in touch with me for the same reason, I do not have a phone right now, so yay. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please go to jsveterans.com. I'll be on the forums and boards for the next couple days as I get my life together. So again, happy Father's Day. Thanks for watching, and signing out.